Welcome back to another exciting game, ladies and gentlemen. This time we do have Team EggJob versus Team AbsoluteDesyre. I believe that's how you say it. I'm not exactly sure. It's spelled with like a Y and like a weird R in there and an E, but I think it is Desire. Looks like we got some pretty interesting comps choices coming up here. Very well done. Gets the ball in the hoop. I think that was actually their Roadhog there. Trying to get that ball in the hoop. Very well done. But now we got another game coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. If you haven't already, please leave a follow and a like, and actually check out Overwatch University. Gonna get out here on the Roadhog cam. Roadhog gonna come in here and try to get a sick pull in the center of the hole. Basically, they got a giant hole at the center of this map. It's gonna be really easy for them to pull somebody in here. Unfortunately, hits it right into the shield of Winston. Not the best. But he's gonna hop in here. Finally gets taken out. Looks like EggJob's cleaning up pretty quickly on this point. Japan Curry on AbsoluteDesyre gonna try to get him in here and gets a really nice kill on Sophie. Gets out of there as quickly as he can though. It looks like both teams are gonna hold the point pretty well. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna take it just yet. Winston barely gonna go down. Genji gonna go in there and try to get down Zarya as well, but Zarya's gonna put up her shield. Gets the healing purple on him. Gonna try to take out Anna. Has to get out of there as quickly as he can. Only has 24 health. Notices an enemy Genji in the corner. Gonna try to take him out as well. Genji finally gets taken out, and ooh, Japan Curry is playing with fire there, holding the corner of the hole here, as we can see. It looks like EggJob is going to take this first point very dominantly, or Absolute Curry, I should say. AbsoluteDesyre is going to take this point very dominantly. Your boy, go Facts. You want to see some facts, huh? Oh, Facts. Let me actually take a look at his camera now that you mention it, man. So we got the Facts cam. EggJob trying to come in here and do a little bit more damage on Team AbsoluteDesyre. Facts is going to hop in here, try to fight the Roadhog. Notices Roadhog is about to go down, takes him down. Very well done. EggJob coming in here doing a whole lot of damage. He's going to take out the Winston. Winston's finally going to pop. And that's going to mean that EggJob actually has to hold back, because that Winston's going to come in here and do so much damage. Winston coming in here now with the huge jumps. Finally comes out of that. And it looks like Crimin actually holds that point for his team. Very well held by AbsoluteDesyre. And it looks like Team EggJob has to find a new way into this point, but looks like here we got McCree getting his ult ready. Let's take a look and see if Beanville can actually do some work with EggJob. Now, as you guys can see, it looks like EggJob's hanging out in the corner, not really getting too offensive. Kind of want to save their ults for when they do have a combo there. It looks like they got 3 people, so now EggJob's gonna possibly get the nano boost. Notices that the D.Va's going to put out her ult and gets away as quickly as he can. Tries to take out this Winston in there alone. Unfortunately, Winston's going to come out here and do a little bit of damage. Actually take out the McCree. Oh, Beanville barely lives. Well done. Gets a nice headshot in there and clean up. But it looks like, unfortunately, EggJob's not going to be able to take this point right here. Beanville going to come in here, try to get this Genji if he can. Doesn't quite take out Genji. It looks like EggJob's really going to have a hard time getting through this defense. Notices the Genji, pulls him out. Very nice stun and headshot there. Pulls out the high noon. Possibly, there we go. Doesn't quite get anybody to kill. That seems like a wasted high noon in the end there. Let's take a look at the Genji cam as he's about to get his ult and pop that big boy as well. Looks like Team Egg is finally going to take the point with their Genji on fire. Let's actually take a look at their Genji. He's got his ult up already, and he wants to go in there and put AbsoluteDesyre on their left back foot if he can. They only got 12% up, 13% up. They're going to try to come in here, possibly take out a Lucio if he can. Genji's getting to a high position, because once you're in that high position, you really can pop that ult very quickly. Genji's going to pop his ult, and that means that EggJob's Tress is going to pop their own ult as well. Going to go for the Mercy if she can. 2 Genji pops ulted at the same time. That means that the Roadhog, Reinhardt's going to, or Winston I should say. There we go. Winston's going to come in here with his ult as well. All the ults are coming out, and it looks like EggJob's going to hold this point pretty decisively. Tracer v Winston, but you know, Tracer rarely wins this fight simply because Winston has so much health. It looks like Genji v Tracer now. Tracer's going to go ahead and fall back, but does take out the Genji in the end. But that means that his teammates are going to come back and clean up the point. EggJob doing an incredible job of holding this defense. But they have to hold this defense pretty strong, because otherwise it's basically going to be the win of the game for AbsoluteDesyre here. Got another huge fight coming in. Looks like a dry push from AbsoluteDesyre, as they kind of want to come in here and just barely get that hook off. Unfortunately, it looks like, from what I understand, it looks like EggJob is going to fall back a little bit here. They only got 3 people down, about to be 4. And we actually do have a ult coming in here from Winston. Let's see if we can pop this ult. Oh, goes down too quickly. Mercy trying to come in to help her team out. And it looks like EggJob's going to get the point, but will it be enough? Or Desire, Absolute Desire does get the point, but it might not be enough because EggJob might hop in here and still take it back. EggJob looks like they're actually getting cornered out here. Their Ana's going to die in the corner. Oh, Graviton, huge Graviton surge comes out, and Zarya tries to do a lot of work with it, but unfortunately, Winston puts out his barrier, negating any damage to his team, and it looks like Absolute Desire is going to hold this point extremely well. Well played. Well played by Absolute Desire. In the end, getting the point back, taking it away from Team EggJob. That's going to be 1-0 towards, my friends, towards Absolute Desire. Next map coming up. Let's see if anybody, it actually looks like Team Absolute Desire does do the ball drop. I kind of want to see if Winston over here is going to do that ball drop or going to get that ball in that basket or not. Oh, we're going to have a Crimit come in here as well as a Reaper. That's going to be insanely interesting. No, looks like he's going back to Winston. Oh, man, I wanted to see some Reaper action, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a team that you're specifically looking at, please say hey. You know, tell me who you want me to watch, and I will keep an eye out for them for you. Anyway, we got Japan Curry from Absolute Desire coming in here again, trying to get a little bit of damage, possibly on the other Genji. Coming in here being a nuisance, just putting out a little damage where he can. Notices the Zarya shield up, not going to put damage into that. Actually gets pulled in and barely gets some reflex, gets some huge heals though, keeping him alive. Very well done, very well played by the Ana of Absolute Desire. He's going to come in and actually try to take out the Ana of EggJob. Get a nice reflect on her. And that's actually going to be Absolute Desire taking the point very dominantly. It looks like the entirety of EggJob's team was taken out in that process.
My ultimate is charging.
It looks like Absolute Desire is going to take the fight to them now. Genji already up on the point, looking over the point, making sure nobody's coming through the front here. Notices a Genji on his left, not going to fight him too hard. Genji v Genji is a very difficult battle to have. Gets a Discord Orb on him, but immediately falls back and loses it. And here comes the huge sword. Gonna take out the Zenyatta if he can. Zenyatta has to get a shield, and it might not be enough. Oh man, unfortunately, a huge shield from comes from Zarya and actually negates most of that ult that Genji had there. Very well played by EggJob, and they're actually gonna get the res there as well. Tracer's gonna come here with Absolute Desire. Really gonna try to take out what she can. Just notices the Genji up top. Goes for the kill. Genji unfortunately gets away. Looks like Absolute Desire is holding this point pretty dominantly. High intensity Winston gameplay. Oh, am I missing that? Let's get some high intensity Winston gameplay from Crimit actually. Crimit coming in here already in his rage. Had to hop out simply because he had a Discord Orb on him. Let's take a look and see. Go EggJob. Hey, go EggJob. EggJob needs to make a comeback though, man, because they are not holding on to this point like they need to be. But we actually saw last game, EggJob did a very well job of coming into the point. Looks like we got a couple ults coming out now, but unfortunately they're not going to be enough. Winston's going to come in, notices an Ana who's kind of alone. Going to try to take this Ana. She's got some heals on her, but it may not be good. There you go, Crimit, taking out the Ana. Going to go in for the Genji as well. Puts down his barrier so the Genji can't hurt him. Going to try to get this Genji, but he needs more support on the point. Finally gets a little reinforcement from Tracer there. But looks like this point is actually pretty empty, guys. Let's take a look here. We got Zarya coming in with her healing orb as well. Zenyatta's gonna hop on the point. The entirety of EggJob is finally on the point, but they still got 99% to go. I don't know if they can take this back in time. And there goes the beat drop by Lucio for Absolute Desire, and they're gonna hold this point pretty dominantly. EggJob's trying to get in there where they can, but they're sending people one in at a time, especially the Genji. Genji's going in there doing some work, but unfortunately he can't take down a whole team. And that's gonna be the game going to over Absolute Desire. Well played overall. If you guys noticed, a couple huge plays that I did see, Genji for EggJob actually dropped his, or I believe it's Absolute Desire actually. He dropped his ult, tried to go in for a Mercy, but unfortunately, Mercy received a shield from Zarya. And that was a very clutch shield, negated most of that Genji's ult overall. Now we're back on track with Japan Curry. I do like following this guy out, but I actually want to follow out somebody a little bit different. Let's take a look at the Lucio cam, see what kind of work Lucio's doing for the Absolute Value team. And we do have a McCree, so let me give him some love as well when I see him coming. Red on the AbsoluteDesyre team. I kind of want to see some boops on this map because this map is very good for boops. Goes ahead and boosts his team forward on the point. Looks like we do have a couple tanks and a Reaper for Team AbsoluteDesyre. I kind of want to see what this Reaper is going to be doing throughout the match. Either way, Lucio comes in here, notices that his team's going to immediately get taken out very quickly. Let's hop over to the Winston cam. Winston trying to do a little bit of work for EggJob. Gonna see if we can take out this Genji. Unfortunately, his gun doesn't do that much damage, and Genji's gonna get away without a scar. In fact, EggJob's gonna have to fall back here because AbsoluteDesyre is once again taking this point pretty dominantly. Taking a look at the Reaper cam if we can. Neighbor's gonna come in here and try to do a little bit of damage with his golden guns. Very nice golden guns there. Notices the Winston shield, takes out immediately, takes out Winston. Oh, but gets put to sleep. Gets a couple of good kills in there. Let's hop on the McCree cam and see what McCree's doing for the EggJob. Gonna try to get in here and do a little bit more damage. Notices a Winston who's a little out of place. Tries to go for the Genji. Takes Genji out. Very nicely done. Going for the Winston as well. Winston's doing a lot of damage, but Winston's gonna get taken out as well, and that's gonna mean the point for EggJob. Very well taken by EggJob. Look at McCree kind of hanging out with his golden guns as well. As you guys can see, it looks like Team AbsoluteDesyre is actually gonna fall back, get their team together before moving forward. The Genji's gonna come forward a little bit, but he's just gonna try to get his ult up for the most part. Looks like the team is coming in kind of at a left-hand flank there. Genji finally pops his ult. Gonna go in for a huge dragon. Comes me, takes out Soup, takes out Pocket. Going for the Roadhog as well, but Roadhog gets nano boosted. Oh, Winston coming in with the huge pushes and pushes. Oh my god. Fax goes in and pushes 2 people off the entire team. That was insane. Fax is on fire. And it looks like Trace is going to come in here and actually pop his ult when he can as well, guys. That was a huge ult by Fax. Very impressive. But unfortunately, Trace is actually going to get taken out fairly quickly. And it looks like, in the end, Team AbsoluteDesyre is going to take the point back. I do kind of want to see this Death Blossom from Neighbor if we can, but unfortunately Neighbor's not doing too much, just kind of hanging out. Says hey to his teammates. What's going on, Neighbor? Welcome. Good to have you, buddy. And there's the ult from Trace. Gonna go in and try to get a kill on Red. Gonna take out this Mercy if he can as well. Here she goes. Pushes her off the map. She's actually just floating on the map. Oh, and gets back. A very interesting kill there. Trace doing an amazing job, but unfortunately gets taken down by the Winston there in the end. Oh man, looks like actually in that time, looks like Reaper popped his ult as well, and that's gonna be a point back to the Egg Boys there. Fax going big, boys. That was huge on Fax's side, man. Very well played. And the Egg Boys are gonna have this point back on track. I'm gonna actually get on the Fax cam and see what he's been doing lately. Hello. Oh, he says hello. What's going on, Fax? Welcome. Fax is gonna come up here, try to get a little bit of damage on a Genji if he can. A Genji is a great pick for a Winston because Genji has such low health and Winston can just tank those Rican. Gonna hop at this point, put down a barrier. Notice that the other Winston has his guard, has popped his ult, and we got Lucio dropping the beat as well. Fax is gonna do as much as he can, goes into his primal rage, and he's just gonna smash people left and right, trying to push this Roadhog off the map. Can he do it? Oh, unfortunately, he does get taken down in the end. Japan Curry's going to have his ult any second now. Let's take a look at what he's going to do with that ult. As they secure their point, he's going to run in here. Hopefully get somebody from the left-hand side. If you notice, AbsoluteDesyre did do a very good job of taking that point very solidly. Didn't lose too many people in that battle. And were able to take out a fully blown Winston. But here goes the ult from Japan Curry. Notices that there's a shield out and just gets shut down immediately by Zarya's shield. Very interesting. And very disappointing, to be honest. I want to see more of that ult, but Zarya is just too strong, too quick with those shields, and knows exactly when to put them on her teammates. Looks like Zarya is going to get a lot of damage on her from the Tracer. Looks like Tracer's going to pop her ult. Unfortunately, doesn't get too much damage. Goes in for the Zarya. Oh, but gets taken out in the end there. And that's going to be the point to AbsoluteDesyre. Very well played. Hey, thank you. I'm actually casting and I'm doing the camera. But thank you guys so much. Thanks so much, Ask for More. Now let's see this huge res. I didn't even notice this res. Very nicely done, man. Curry. Very well done by both teams. And let's see who gets the points here. Looks like Tress is gonna get a couple points, but nobody's voting. Guys, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. It's not fair if you don't vote. A very good game overall. If you guys noticed, a couple of big things that really helped out. I actually noticed that Japan Curry on AbsoluteDesyre, though he was doing extremely well as a Genji, he was consistently getting shut down by the Zarya on EggJob's team. And so EggJob did very well holding their defense, but at the same time, they could not get in there and break the offense or break the point away from AbsoluteDesyre. So it looks like we got a little bit of a wait here. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna look up some of these characters, see what their SRs are like and what's going on with them. If you guys know of any other good sites to look at character, how should I say, look at player stats, please let me know. I'm actually gonna go to overbuff.com myself. Take a look at some of these guys right here. Actually, let me take a look at Dr. Grader. Reaper plus Genji. Reaper versus Genji plus McCree. Sure, he says. Let's actually go to social. Ooh, I got a friend. Thank you, Ducky. Recent players. So let's take a look at who we got in this chat. Japan Curry, Naver, Fusion Vision, Beanville, all these guys. Rye. Okay, so it looks like we got everybody. Let's actually take a look at the stats of them. View career profile. So he does have most of his time. Rye does have most of his time on Genji. Current SR is 3,493. Very interesting. And his season high was 3,725. I thought you weren't allowed to have Ilios as a map, home map thinking. I'm not sure. I really don't know about the map stuff here. But he does have 465. Oh, wow, only 465 hours. A lot of you guys don't have as many hours as you would think, simply because the game is still kind of new. If you guys are hyped for the anniversary coming up, by the way, let me know, because I'm so hyped. We only got 2 more days. I really want to see Doomfist come in. Let's take another look. I believe we had... Who was doing some work here? Japan Curry. Japan Curry was doing some work as some Genji. Let's actually take a look at his profile. His SR was 4,144. That's ridiculous. And his season high was 4,388. Very well. I mean, and look at this. He actually had more time as McCree than he has as Genji. But still, this is very, some very impressive stats coming out of this team. 195 plays or hours and 774 plays. Let's see. So it looks like we're trying to figure out when the next match is going to start. They kind of want to know whether or not they want to reschedule the matches. In the meantime, though, it does look like we're going to have one more match for these teams. I think, if I'm not mistaken, AbsoluteDesyre actually got a point there. Change my score there. AbsoluteDesyre. It looks like actually we're going to switch sides as well. So while we're doing that, I'm going to switch the team names up. But if anybody in here is shooting for a specific team, please let me know and I'll keep an eye out for you. There we go. Changing up the team names here and changing up the score as well. AbsoluteDesyre's got 1 point under their belt so far. Looks like we're having a little bit of a discussion in the bottom chat here. Bolskaya is going to be the next map, looks like. Bolskaya. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to it. Anybody here to see Absolute Desire? Anybody here to see EggJob? Please let me know. I would love to hear your opinions, your thoughts, and what you guys want. What you guys want to see from these teams. Any specific players you guys want me to follow? Please let me know. And it looks like worried about subbing here in the corner a little bit. We're finally gonna hop into this game. Here we go, babe. Ah, Volskaya. What a beautiful map. To be honest, I wish I could see what this Omnic stuff says. That'd be so cool. Actually, there are people right now who are trying to decipher Widowmaker. Did you guys hear the Skype? Skype. Oh. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, man. You should like watch that Lucio on Absolute. Okay, man. Okay. Absolute Desire. I got you. Do they have a Lucio right now? They don't have a Lucio all right now. Yeah, there's always a little bit of drama, but it is what it is, man. Let's actually take a look and see. There is no Lucio on Team Absolute quite yet. They just switched it up a little bit.
It's my privilege to
I actually got to switch the names up. I think I got messed up here. Yeah, I do. Let me switch the names real quick, guys. Match is about to start. I'm actually going to give you the view of the soldier in the very beginning here.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Well, I suppose I'll be patching you.
And EggJob. There we go. Okay, let's see Japan Curry. Let's actually take a look at Japan Curry here. He's actually going soldier, very interestingly enough. He was playing Genji last time, if I'm not mistaken, so it'll be interesting to see him change it up a little bit. We got a Torbjorn on here too, guys. I'm gonna get the Torbjorn cam because I love Torbjorn. I love when anybody mixes it up, and Torbjorn is a very good mix-up. So we're going to see Soldier coming in here from the very top. Japan trying to get a little bit of damage in from the front. Notices that he was too high up to get anything. Winston hops in. Very ballsy. Going to get out of there immediately and get healed up with his team. Genji's already down for the EggJob. It looks like Absolute Desire is going to come in here, take out the Tracer as well. Very good defense so far. Reinhardt had a Discord bar on him, but it looks like Japan Curry's just going to clean up right here. Going for the Lucio on this corner. Does he know he's there? Yes, he does. Taking out the Zenyatta. Finally going to take out this Lucio as he can. Looks like Japan Curry's doing a lot of work here, guys. Let's actually take a look at the... I wanted to take a look at the Torbjorn cam, but check this out. Torbjorn's all the way back at spawn, so we're going to go back to the Japan Curry cam here. It looks like we're going to have a pause because the teams are a little unbalanced, they said. Oh, we're going to have to see. In the meantime, though, that was some huge plays by Japan Curry. Doing some very sick skills there. And actually, we're worried. Triple flank. Whoa. Looks like we are a little bit worried about the team compositions here. And everyone's worried about, subs and who's balanced and who's not. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But in the meantime, I am liking these team compositions. We got Torbjorn from Navier. Let's actually take a look at some of these career profiles in the meantime. If I can. Social. Let's look at recent players. I actually want to see. Navier was the name of the Torbjorn. I'm kind of interested in seeing what he has to offer to these teams. Is he right? Yeah, he's right there. Navier. Navier, Fusion Vision, Crimit. Let's take a look at their profiles, see what they have to offer. Recent players. Crimit. Here's Crimit, guys. And there's Fusion. So we'll get back to him. And there's Navier. There we go. So actually view this profile. Unbalanced teams. Got an SR of 4,279 with a high of 4,411. These guys are insane. If you guys I'll show you guys my profile as a comparison. My SR, I don't even know where to find it. I'm so bad, I don't even know where to find my SR. But anyway, let's take a look at Navier. Naver, I should say. Because it seems to me that Naver is playing the Torbjorn, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at neighbor. Right. Oh, nope, those are my friends. Take a look at the neighbor. See his view career profile. Okay, he's doing pretty well as well. 3,912 SR. So now we gotta compare this to EggJob, right? Let's see what kind of SRs they got going on. And it might be, you might be right, Dr. Grader. We might have some unbalanced teams here, but I do want to take a look. Fenrir, we got Soap, we got Tress, we got Beanville. Let's take a look and see what kind of teams we got going on here. Oh, I can actually see the names through my backdrop, so that's actually super convenient. Fenrir is one of the first ones. Let's take a look at his profile and see what he's got going on. So his is significantly lower. He's only got 2,000 SR, 2,200 at the most. Mostly does play Genji, which I think he is playing right now. Has about 4 hours in Genji, but really this probably looks like it's an alternate account because he has only 20 hours playing, but he's so good as it is. Let's take a look at Beanville. Oh, actually, Fenrir's playing Genji. Beanville's playing, or I'm sorry, Fenrir's playing Tracer. Beanville's actually playing the Genji for us here. And just in case you guys are coming in, haven't seen the game already, we did have a pause, and they're trying to figure out exactly what they want to do with the pause. I think they're trying to figure out if teams are balanced or not. But in the meantime, we're actually doing our own investigation. We're looking at these teams and trying to balance out their SRs and see their skill ranking and see really, who stacks up to who here. Let's take a look at Beanville now. Oh, these are my friends. Let's take a look at Beanville. Beanville, here he is. Let's view his profile there. He's got a lot of time on McCree, actually. A lot of time on Genji as well. But at the same time, if you take a look, he has a very high skill ranking there. 3,544 right now, with a high of nearly 4,000. I mean, Japs is a boosted cuck anyways. What does that mean? Let's take a look at Fax now. Fax, where's your name? Ah, here you are. So Fax is mostly Roadkill or Roadhog, a little bit of Mercy. Was at 3,458 and originally had 3,777. Because show lobby much easier. Oh, does it? Show lobby. Oh, thank you. P. What does P do? Oh, you guys know way more about this game than I do, man. I am so bad at this game. I'm not even bad at the game. I'm bad at like playing around in the menu. But who else do we have here? Let's take a look. We got Tress as well. Nice, nice. Let's take a look at Tress as well. I don't think I've actually looked at his profile just yet. 3,743 SR. So these teams aren't as unbalanced as I expected before. It looks like Team EggJob does technically have a one guy who's in the 2,000 skill range, but overall everyone's in the 3,000s. A couple people in the 4,000s there, especially for AbsoluteDesyre. So AbsoluteDesyre does have a slight advantage as far as skill goes, but at the same time they're somewhat close. They're not. It's not like babies. It's not like babies versus adults. It really is a very close. It really is a much closer game than I thought originally. Looks like Tress here actually has more time in Genji. God, look at that. 2 million damage done. That's nuts. That's so much damage. I would hate to see somebody who has more than 177 hours. Like anybody. There are some people in this game now who probably have 1,000 to 3,000 hours in this game. Because when I played TF2, I think I played that for 5 years. I had 3,000 hours, and I played it on and off. So I know there's somebody who plays this game every single day and has that 1,000 hours on one game. And I really want to see what kind of damage they put out in their stats, right? That'd be awesome. Resume it! Looks like we're getting a little sassy in the chat here. A little bit of drama for you guys, but looks like we're finally going to resume the game. Here we go, back in the game. Looks like everyone's going to reset a little bit here. Looks like Japan Curry's going to hop in on the point. Try to take out this Winston in the corner. Winston does go down fairly quickly. Oh, no, he doesn't go down. He's still back on the point, but he's kind of in a tight spot, and there he does go down. in the corner there. Japan Curry notices that he has a little bit of advantage. Going to come forward, try to get this Zenyatta if he can. Zenyatta's out all alone. Oh, but Japan didn't want to risk his life for the Zenyatta's life, and Zenyatta finally gets away.
My ultimate is charged.
Looks like we got a lot of ults coming up, especially for AbsoluteDesyre. Torbjorn's actually moving his sentry up just a little bit. Puts down a little bit of armor for himself. Putting up a turret on the middle base. Notices a Junkrat in the corner. Takes that Junkrat out very efficiently. And I do want to see a couple ults popped at this point. We actually got interestingly enough, we got a Sombra. Let's get a little bit of Trace Sombra cam going on. Actually, hot 360 no scope.
Hey.
Oh no.
Hey.
At this point, they're just kind of hanging out, saying hi to each other. What is this fight going on, guys? Just kind of hanging out, doing a little bit of emotes. It looks like this fell apart just a little bit. Tress pops her up, but it's not going to be too much. And unfortunately, guys, this looks like a troll map here. Everyone's just kind of saying, hey, falling back. It is what it is. And this is, I'll be honest with you, this is what happens in Overwatch sometimes, man. If you guys ever watch Muselk's videos, this happens more often than you think. Looks like a little bit of a fight's going to go on, but not too much. Everyone's kind of hanging out there. Fenrir is just letting himself get killed. Zenyatta's going to hide behind a tree if he can. Going to pass into the Osiris and then fall off the map. Oh, man. Unfortunately, yep. Unfortunately, it looks like the teams... Oh, my God. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here from Beanville? Oh, that was... that hurt my eyes. Anyway, guys, professional tournament. It really is, apparently. Professional tournament right here. Yeah, puts D.Va to sleep. But, guys, I mean, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes the teams just kind of let it all fall apart. I think AbsoluteDesyre is going to take this game, in my opinion. But I don't really know what happens in this case. So it kind of sort of looks like we're just going to have a... Are they going to take this point? They might. D.Va, take the point. It is contested by Torbjorn. A huge standoff between Torbjorn, D.Va, and Anna. This seems a little intense. D.Va is put to sleep, but unfortunately, Anna's not going to do too much. Let's see this solo ult. Torbjorn, ult. You got to ult, man. You only got a few seconds left. 7 seconds. Hit that ult button. Q. Oh, no, he's not going to hit it. Oh, wow. Japan doing Japan.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
All right, we're going to have a team side switch here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and switch the names up for you. But it does look like in the end, AbsoluteDesyre is going to take this game pretty decisively. Let's take a look, make sure I got the names set up correctly here. Oh, looks like we got a couple of interesting switches going on now. We actually have a Hanzo and a Widowmaker on both teams, and there's a Sombra too. Guys, this is like a wet dream. If only they would fight. I actually do want to see a good fight come out both these teams. It looks like AbsoluteDesyre is going to be on the left side. Kind of pathetic that EggJob gave up. I'll be honest with you, it kind of does suck. It does suck that EggJob gave up. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
That would be the last mistake you ever made.
And let's actually change the names up right quick.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Talon could restore your family's empire.
I'm just changing up the names and changing up the score for you guys real quick.
This is no time for standing around.
Looks good. So yeah, I do apologize for EggJob giving up, but at some point, I don't know. Sometimes you do give up. Let's take a look at this Widowmaker coming in here, going to clean up very quickly. As you can see, this hasn't turned into much of a fight. Hanzo v Widowmaker right here. Widowmaker's gonna go for those quick snow snipes on Hanzo. gets the trigger and finally does take Hanzo out.
The objective is mine.
The objective is going to be very strongly taken here by Absolute. They only have a Lucio, or I should say EggJob only has a Lucio on the point. That's going to mean, oh, Samba gets taken out as well. AbsoluteDesyre is really going to take his point very decisively.
Get them off the point.
Does look like we have a Torbjorn, but that's going to be the match. You watch your bro play.
1-0.
And that's going to be one match towards AbsoluteDesyre. Hacking Widow. Somebody called a hacking Widow, as if we were watching that Widow. She wasn't hacking.
Play of the match.
At least we watched one Widow. There was another Widow, but she was on the losing team, so I don't know. Look at the play of the game. Oh no. No. That's a hilarious play of the game. Yeah, not much one can do. It is pathetic that they gave up, but at the same time,
It's nice.
it is
to
what
be
it is.
appreciated.
All right, and that's mean the next game is gonna probably go ahead and come through. Let's take a look. I think that's 2-1 for AbsoluteDesyre there. EggJob for the win. Unfortunately, EggJob did fall out there at the very end. Let's take a look. That's 2 for Desire, so it looks like we got our semifinals coming up right quick. Or quarterfinals, I should say. And let's take a look here. GG's all around. Unfortunately, it seemed like EggJob actually gave up at the end there. So in the meantime, I'm going to take a little break. I'll probably be back in 5 minutes. Let you guys know what's going on. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next cast. Until then, this is Tough on Dirt, Channel on Carpet, signing off. Oh, interesting note here. If you guys look in the chat, it looks like Memphis Rex is actually telling us that they had to forfeit. EggJob had to forfeit simply because they could not play in the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals are coming up very soon, and so they had a good time. They had some fun. It's good to see that they actually forfeited simply because they weren't going to be able to play later on. That's actually a good reason to forfeit, and so I'm going to give you guys credit for that. Thank you so much for coming and telling us, what was going on, man. And I'm glad that cleared things up. Anyway, I'm going to take a small break, and we're going to get back right in the next game here in just a few minutes.